Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Jeremy B. Hill Show. Hello, my friends. Well, it finally happened. The day finally came. Today, I turn 50. 50. 5 decades. Half of a century. For you young bucks out there, here's a little perspective. 50 years ago, SNL, Saturday Night Live, started. 50 years ago, Microsoft was invented. 50 years ago, 1975, was the year of disco, the discovery of Pez, the Rubik's Cube, and, let us not forget, the good old pet rock. I don't know if any of that makes 50 look better or worse, but 50 is 50, no matter how you look at it. So, from the top of this 50-year-old rock here in the house of JB, is there a lesson or two along the way? Is there a little bit of wisdom to share? And if you allow me, maybe there's one or two. The first is time. Time passes fast and slow. When you're young, you remember being a kid, you could not wait for Christmas to come. I cannot wait for Santa to get here. As you get older and graduate high school and graduate college and start your life, you want things to come fast. You want to climb. You want to get ahead. You want time to move faster, because if it moves faster next week, next month, next year, I can get that house, get that car, get that promotion. I can, do all of these wonderful things, and I just can't wait. Come on. Tomorrow come. Relax, dude. The reality is tomorrow's going to come whether you want it to or not. No matter how hard you work today, no matter how late you stay at the office, no matter how much extra you are putting in, tomorrow's going to come. The sun is going to rise whether you want it to or not. So don't rush it too much. Enjoy the slow. There's one of my favorite movies. It's an old movie called Meet Joe Black, and it's got Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins in it. And Anthony Hopkins plays this unbelievable kind of iconic character. It is this businessman that's influential, has the world by the tail, and just people adore him. He's built an incredible business. He's got an extraordinary family, and people look up to him. He is that person. And a part of this movie, it is that they are throwing him a big birthday celebration for his 75th birthday, and they just pull out all the stops and the biggest bash, and everybody is there, and they just adore this guy, and they welcome him to the stage to just honor him and adore him and tell him how much that they love him. And he kind of takes the stage and he looks out amongst all of this kind of fanfare and all of these people that are there to celebrate him, and he just pauses. And he says, 75 years. Doesn't it go by in a blink? And, I think about when I was 20 or 21 or 22, I looked at 30 like, oh, dude, it's going to take 20 years to get to 30. I got all the time in the world. And then 30 came. 30 to 40 was different. 30 to 40 felt like 10 years. 40 to 50? Dude, I was 40 yesterday. You get these little reminders every once in a while. It is that time starts passing faster. And so what I'd tell you, friends, is to just enjoy it, is to cherish it, because time passes slow and then all at once. The second is people. People are precious. Money comes and goes. So does jobs and cars and vacations and all the other bullshit it is that we stress out about that pretends to be important along the way. And all of those things, candidly, just get in the way of the single best gift in your life, which is people and your relationships. Your husband or your wife, your your kids, your friends, those people it is that are most important to you, these are the absolute best gifts to living a full life. So what I want to tell you to do, friends, is spend more time here. Go to the game. Your friends have a kids game. Go to your friend's kids game. You go to a birthday party, stay late, help clean up, be there. You get invited to a wedding across the country. Dude, it's an inconvenience. You don't have the money. Go anyways. Go anyways. Let those people know, let them know it is that you love them, that you care about them, that they're important to you. Those friends it is and people it is that you know that they don't have a place to go for Thanksgiving or Christmas because they just couldn't get home this year. Invite them over to your house. Spoil them. Love on them. Love on your husband. Love on your wife, even when you don't feel like it. Play Legos until your freaking fingers bleed, right? Ride bikes, throw the ball with your kids, do all of that kind of stuff until you both pass out. This will be the single best investment for a full life on earth that you will ever, ever make. When I think about my wife, Christine, and I think about my children, and I think about my family and my friends that are like family that are closest to me, there is nothing on this earth that is that important or that's more important than them to me. The next is your health. There is a great saying here that says a person can have 100 problems until they have a health problem, and then they only have one problem. People, you need to pay attention here to both your physical health and your emotional, mental health. For your physical health, you need to be active every day. I know you're busy. I know that I'm going to go to the gym next week. I know I'm going to do, dude, stop making excuses. Like, nobody's asking you to be David Goggins here. You don't need to leap tall buildings, run an ultra marathon in the desert, Spartan races, do all this wild shit it is that you see, but you do need to do something. You do need to move your body. You need to go for a walk. You need to do push-ups every morning. You need to stretch 20 minutes a day. You need to do something it is that keeps you active. Active people are happier. Active people live longer. The other thing is you need to pay attention. You need to put good things in your mouth and into your mind. It's that old garbage in, garbage out thing, right? You eat shit food, guess what? You're going to feel crummy the next day. You watch crap on TV and hang out with negative people at the office. Hey, no surprise. You're going to kind of have a bad attitude and feel like crap about life too. So pay attention here. Pay attention to what you put in your mouth and your mind. The next is purpose. You need to discover your purpose. I know that sounds cliche, but what it means, man, is you need to test life. You need to test places and things until you discover and uncover what your calling or purpose is on this earth. You've heard this term wandering generalities. You know what? Most people are. Most people are wandering through life with no plan, no purpose, no inspiration, and guess what? No impact on anyone or anything around them. So dig in, uncover, discover what it is that makes you different, what it is that makes you special, why you were put on this earth, what you are meant to do. And when you do figure that out, put all of your energy behind it. The last thing, friends, here is faith. 50 years into life, I don't think faith has ever been more important to me than it is now. I realized the times in my life when Christine and I didn't know how we were going to make it through something. We had, more month than money. We didn't know how we were going to handle that. We had a job or a business challenge. We didn't know what was going on with the kids. Family was going crazy. I don't know how we're going to get through this. And then magically, somehow we did. And what I realize now is all of those times where we were lost and we were struggling, God was walking alongside us. He was carrying us through it, and he was protecting us through those struggles it is to help us get to the other side. I've become a firm believer that a strong faith is your key to a happy life. So what I'd tell you to do is find a church, open a Bible, start to pray. You know why? Because you're going to go through things in your life that are going to test every ounce of you. They're going to make you question the people around you, the decisions you make, the purpose you have, and why sometimes those wonderful things that you dream and hope for didn't come true. In this life, you are going to need a friend, a father, and a counselor to make your life the best life it is that it can be. And so if you haven't already, I would encourage you to start getting to know that man upstairs and ask him into your life. You need to find a church. Your friend's church ain't got to be your church. It's got to be someplace it is to where it is that you're learning the Word of God. You feel like it is that you're getting fed there, singing, and you're walking out feeling fed and uplifted. Well, guess what? There you have it, friends. 50 years of wisdom in just a few minutes. 50 years. Doesn't it go by in a blink? Thanks for listening today. This has been the Jeremy B. Hill Show. If you liked today's episode, go on and give us a 5-star review. Not 4, but 5. And even more importantly, share it with somebody else. This is Jeremy B. Hill. Your success is waiting for you, but it's not going to wait forever. Go get it.